What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video and welcome back to the channel. So hopefully everybody's doing well. If you guys are new to the channel, please feel free to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification, because we don't we don't have a set upload time. We upload random days, random hours, and so you don't want to miss what we're doing right now. So if you are new to the channel, I'll give you a little back brief. We are building a 35 hot rod truck from Factory 5. It is a kit truck, but it's pretty sick for what you get. You can see all the parts back there and what kind of progress we've made on this truck. So let me give you a quick little run around of what you guys missed in the past couple weeks of what we've been working on and why I haven't really uploaded, because we just been trying to work on it. And a huge shout out to my brother, because if it wasn't for him, it wouldn't be sitting how it is right now, because I've been working and he's been here working on the truck while he has free time. So last video we installed the firewall onto it, and then we started working on the actual subfloor insulation and main floor of the cab, where you're going to sit and where everything's going to be, the cockpit. So the subfloor is in where that's the subfloor that meets the actual ground, you know, where you're driving, and then you have the foam insulation under this with the main floor where you actually sit on. So that's all painted. Yeah, there's a couple scratches on there because we had to move this bell housing around. It's a fiberglass bell housing, so it's scratched up everywhere, but you won't be able to see it. We're going to touch it up, but you won't be able to see it anymore. So it's all sealed. We had to use silicone. You'll probably see like little white strings coming out of it, because that was what it was called in the actual handbook, the guide that you built this. Oh, also, front end is pretty much together. The front suspension and everything is pretty much together. The reason why we have a transmission hooked up to the front end to it is because this car is so light, it will lift up the rear, or it will lift up the whole front and fall off the jack. So it hasn't failed, but we have close calls of it starting to lift off the front, because that's how light it is. So we hooked up the transmission to the front of it. You know, that's how you do a transmission install. If anybody's ever wondering how you do one, you hook up your transmission using a ratchet strap so you can hold the front end down. But in all seriousness, we used that for a safety thing, because we installed the rear end to it and we didn't need anything lifting up and falling over. So I'll move over to the rear end in a second and give you guys an update on that. But you can see here, everything in the front is pretty much installed. The knuckles are installed, lower control arms are installed, upper control arms are installed. The Coney coilovers are installed. They're 400, I think they're 400 pound, 450, 400 pound coil, or actual springs that sit in the front with the hubs. We still have to tighten down the hubs in the front, but right now we're just kind of mocking up everything, seeing how it's going to look, and that's why we have one of our 240 race tires on there. And these are, I think they're 9.5 or 10, and 9.5 or 10 wide. So we were just kind of trying to see how it's going to look and just mocking it up just for fun. Yeah, it's not mounted. We don't actually have the correct lugs for it, but it goes on there, correct bolt pattern. But we still have the caliper, the rotor, and everything to install on that. So let's move over to the rear end. So like you see, we have another race wheel from the 240, and this, honestly, it looks small. Like these look huge on that car, on the race car over there, but on this truck they look tiny. So I don't know, it's because it's open wheel, there's nothing in the way, I don't know. It just looks tiny. So you already know what that means. We're gonna have to get some big custom hot rod wheels to be put on this truck. So let's talk about the rear end. The full 8.8 rear end from Mosier is installed. It came with this lovely chrome diff cover, which I didn't even know it was going to come with, but it did. So I'm pretty happy about that. This is the 8.8 rear end with 355 gears in it, and this is the full 3-link setup that we're going to be running on the truck. We got the panhard bar installed here with spherical bearings. With spherical bearings on each side. So everything on this truck has spherical bearings that are connected for suspension components, which is awesome. So spherical bearings are connected there. We got the cloning coilovers. Those are 250 coils. So soft coils in the rear. It's probably because there's nothing much going to be back here except for the diff and the fuel tank. That's pretty much it, and wiring, blah, blah, blah. So everything's installed. The lower control arm is installed. I'm going to go to this side because it's more room. Lower control arm is installed, and with the new spherical bearing installed and connected to the solid 8.8 rear end. Upper control arm is installed, connected straight to the diff, so you get a nice solid rigid rear end, and it's not going nowhere. So we could put power to this and we should be all right, but I don't know. We still have this 454 big block to be put together and installed, but we're waiting on that till the truck is getting closer to being more of a full roller where it's ready for its new heart. So that's what we got so far. I know it was a quick update. I know we didn't film this full installation of the rear end and finishing up the interior, but we still got a couple interior pieces to finish up, like the rear firewall, everything up to button the rear end up so there's no gaps. But sorry we didn't film the full rear end install. I was just going to give you guys a walk around of it, and it was because we don't have the proper tools, so we were kind of doing it sketchily, 2 jacks, and yeah, I mean, it's done that way, but it always sketches me out because I don't want to drop a new piece like that. And it was also heavy. So, but we got it installed, it is up, and it looks pretty damn good, honestly. So if you guys are new, thank you for tuning in, thank you for finding this channel, and if this is something that you like, this is what we do. We build kit cars and we race cars. Well, it still runs, but it's not going to be moving anytime soon because you can see it's kind of blocked in. And I'm not trying to move everything around right now to bring it out. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for liking my videos, and thanks for all the love and support that we've been getting so far on this build. It's a great help, and it keeps me motivated to keep making videos and growing the channel. Like, we're at 346 subscribers so far, and it's windy as hell. We're at 346 subscribers so far, so that's a huge achievement. That's a huge progression and to this channel, and hopefully we just keep getting bigger. So like, share, subscribe to the video, push that bell notification because you don't want to see what's coming up next and what other videos that we might be doing. So as always, keep on building and you will see progress. See you.